Hello and a very warm welcome to episode 61 of my Doll's House Diary. Now I'm just starting to cut the pieces for the wardrobe, which is going to be the next tutorial for the Doll's House, and I thought I may as well just come along and have a little chat, and really just to say it's a video to say I haven't got a video to put on at the moment, but I just wanted to pop on and tell you what I'm up to and let you know that there will be another sort of proper Doll's House video along soon. So I'm cutting the pieces now for the wardrobe, and this is going to be that lovely triple wardrobe that I spoke about in the last episode for the main bedroom of the Doll's House. But the tutorial will probably take me a couple of weeks to complete, so I won't be posting it on as a full tutorial until then. And then the other thing I'm currently working on is a lovely rug for the guest bedroom in the Doll's House. And I'm going to be showing you how to design your own rug, so how to create a design. And I've actually only just ordered the wools that I need. So let me just show you my sort of big bag of crewel wools that I've got here. This is it here. This is my colour wheel, which I'm not sure if I showed you that in the last one. I may have put a picture of that actually on Instagram. And this is what I use to help me pick the exact colours to match, you know, the decor in the room. And it's one of these that I've chosen, this lovely 486 here, this sort of kingfisher bluey green colour. And though that won't be the main colour of the rug, because that's going to be like a pale grey, that will be used for some of the pattern on the rug. But I'll go through all that in detail. But again, because obviously I don't want to post the tutorial until it is actually complete. But I will be showing you how to design the rug, and then I'll complete the rug before I actually post it on. But having said that, I may also drop in as I'm actually stitching the rug to have a natter as I'm doing that, and then I'll post the full tutorial. Probably won't be until middle of February, I would say. I've ordered the wool, and I order it in these hanks, so these sort of larger lengths if you like, but you can also order it in skeins, which are smaller and about the size, you know, of an embroidery cotton or something like that. But I will go through all of that, and I'm actually also going to have a discount code for you if you wanted to also have a go at making your own rug. So I'm very excited about that. I haven't had a discount code to offer before, so I'm really pleased to be able to do that. But obviously I'll give you all of the details in the tutorial episode. I've also just had a delivery of sheet wood, which I've just put into stock in the Etsy shop, and I've taken quite a few sheets for myself. Now the supplier is actually out of the 2.5mm and 3mm abishi, but there's plenty of basswood in stock, and it's a very similar wood to abishi, perhaps even a little bit better quality because it has a closer grain. So I've actually taken some of the larger sizes in the basswood, and you can mix woods. The only thing you might find is that they have a different finish. So if you're sort of painting a piece of abishi and a piece of bass, because of the different texture, you might find your colour or the finish looks slightly different. So I would say if you are going to mix them, either use one of them sort of as your back panels, or if you're going to be keeping part of your build as a natural wood, then that would work, and then you could use the basswood pieces as the painted pieces. Or if you're sort of doing a top on something, you know, like if you're doing a bench, you could use the different wood for the seat part, you know, so it's not so noticeable. So you can mix woods, and that's a question I've been asked before as well, and I'll certainly be doing that until the larger sizes are back in the abishi. So that was that. Just actually finished a really nice project for my Patron channel, and this is the next monthly tutorial. It's this lovely retro style chair. Haven't really done a lot of retro pieces. I did a little sideboard also over on Patron not long ago, so that's just a couple of pieces I've done, but really enjoyed designing and building this, and this was requested by one of my patrons. So that will be going on the 20th. So I've been working on that, and I'm a little bit behind. I like to be a little bit more up to date with the tutorials, but I only finished that one yesterday. And that's just because of really closing down, you know, over Christmas. And I'm also now on another book project, which again I'm not going to show you. You'll have to wait and see, hopefully until later this year. And then I also want to show you the 1940s Doll's House, which is another of my Patron projects. But I'm just going to change the battery, which has just started flashing at me. So this is my 1940s Doll's House, and I'm sure you've all seen it because I post quite a few pictures to Instagram, little sort of progress pics. And this was the lovely house that my friend Cherie gave me, as she no longer had room for it. So we're almost at the moving in stage with this project now, but I just wanted to show you one particular thing that I did in the last episode. So let me just take this side panel off, and these panels are attached with magnets, and then the front, sort of main front door is supposed to be hinged. So I'm actually not going to have it as hinge. I'm going to get magnets for the front door as well, just because I think with such a large doll's house, when you've got a large door as well that you've got to open into the room, it can take up an awful lot of room. So I'm going to be sort of ordering in these little magnets to go on that front panel as well. But what I've actually done in the meantime, now I don't know if you've seen the mount filled, but the front door, where you can sort of see the shaped part of the front door, that just used to sort of stick out into the entrance hall. So what I did in the last episode was actually box that in, and I'll take that panel off in a moment to show you how I actually did that. But I just think it looks so much better now. You've just got flat walls in there, and then I can add the skirting and a bit of coving along the top there to sort of match in with what I'll be doing in the rest of the entrance hall. The landing is done as well. I've still got the bathroom to do. I'm going to be building like a sort of airing cupboard or boiler cupboard into the corner there to hide all the wires going up into the roof. The kitchen is ready to move in. I'm really pleased with the kitchen. Let me just show you the rooms at the other side of the house as well. So this is the little sewing room at the front of the house. Down to the entrance hall there. The living room. And that's going to be the main bedroom. So I've actually just finished painting the skirting and coving, which is now all cut, so I'll be fitting that as well. And then whilst I've got this panel off, let me just show you what I've done there with that front door. So that was just flat, and the door stuck out by that much into the room. So I've sort of built this surround that then just slots really nicely back into the opening to make it more sort of fit in more with the walls and make it more of a boxed out room. And I think some of the kits, if you've actually got one, come with sort of like a thick piece of beading to go around the door, which would tidy it up. But I didn't actually get that in the kit, so that's why I wanted to do something with the door. Okay, so back up to the house, and let me just show you the final two rooms. And they are the children's bedroom there, and the dining room. And again, both rooms ready to move in. So I didn't do a sort of open fireplace in the children's room. I imagine in my sort of story that that would have been blocked off, and I'm going to have sort of little bookcases and everything in there. And this is going to be a room for two children who are evacuees from London, and the actual house belongs to an older couple whose children have already left home, so they're using their spare room for a couple of evacuees. And I think it's really nice to create a story for your doll's house. My main house I imagine to be my sort of holiday home for the sort of 5.5 inch tall Julie. But this one I've actually created a story for. Now this isn't you know, a hard sell for Patron at all, but just to tell you that I'm doing this house over on my Patron channel, and it's a tier 2 project, and you can join tier 2 for just £3 or $3 a month. Now I know I say just, and for some people that wouldn't be possible, so I'll just sort of update you on YouTube for those of you that are interested in this project. But if this is something you would like to follow along with, then less than the price of a cup of coffee each month, and I share an episode on the 10th of every month. And like I say, we're very close now to that moving in stage, and I just cannot wait to get started on the furniture. I really love the 1940s style, and we're going to have a lovely sofa and chair set in the living room there. I've already got the fabric for that. We'll have all the old-fashioned lovely bed and dressing table and everything in the bedroom. We're going to be having a hoosier cabinet in the kitchen, and I know that's the American term for them, and I actually just found out, one of my patrons told me that in the UK they were made by a company called Easy Work. That's EASIWORK if you wanted to look that up on Google. And it's all those lovely kitchen cabinets with the sort of pull down front and the little doors at the top. And I'm really looking forward to designing and making one of those for the kitchen. Okay, but that's just to update you on the other project that I'm working on. Okay, so back to the wardrobe. So I'll be doing the tutorial for the wardrobe and the rug. And then I really want to make a few more accessories for that guest bedroom. I want to make another of the little travel bags that I've made, and you'll find that tutorial here, but small enough so that I can sit it on top of the wardrobe. And we'll do some suitcases as well, as it's actually a guest bedroom, and just some more little accessories to dot around the room and to dress the room. And I've got lots planned for the channel over the year. I don't know if you remember, but I shared a picture of a little sort of market stall kit. In fact, I did a time-lapse construction for it over on my Instagram channel, and I'm going to be making that into a sort of cheese and bread and fruit stall. Very sort of French, very sort of rustic looking. And I haven't even designed it yet, but I've just sort of got quite a few ideas in my head for it. So that's another little project I'll be doing here on YouTube. And I'll probably do that, if you remember how I did the kitchen room box series. And I actually built the whole thing before I shared the episode, so I'll probably do that again. So that won't be coming up until later in the year. And then I've got another room box. Lovely sort of, it's just a box shape with a lovely sort of glass panel on the front, or acetate panel, and I want to do something with that as well. I haven't quite decided, but I was thinking about doing something Christmassy, so maybe like a lovely Christmas living room or something like that, but don't hold me to that one because I may change my mind. I also really want to do like a coffee bar or something like that. So I've got lots of ideas for that as well, and I'd also like to do that as a series here on YouTube. So hopefully that will be something that you'll enjoy. Right, let me just tick off the pieces I've cut, otherwise I'll start cutting them again. Oh, and yes, that's the other thing that I'm also working on at the moment, but won't be posting until it's complete, and that is the poinsettia crocheted blanket, and I'll be doing a tutorial for that. Now you may have seen the full-sized one that I made, and that's over on my personal YouTube channel, so just have a look in the community section here, and I've put a link to that. But the channel is called Happy Moments with Julie, and it's really the whole channel is about doing things that make you happy, so crafts and days out. So if you like that sort of thing, then head over there and have a look. I'm going to be doing a 12th scale version of that throw as well, and I'll share the tutorial here on the channel. So that will be coming up as well, but just really to say I haven't really got any quick tutorials to post at the moment, just because, like I say, having that little bit of time off over Christmas and New Year has really sort of put me back. so I need to get caught up. So yeah, just really to let you know what's coming up and to say a very warm welcome to all the new subscribers. I've got a goal for this year to try to increase the channel to 75,000 subscribers. Now I know that sounds a lot. If you're not already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would really help. And you know, if you know anybody, or if you're in a group and you think they might like the channel, then if you could share it with them, that would be really appreciated as well. Okay, so I'm going to continue cutting these pieces and then I'll begin recording the tutorial, and I'll have that ready for you as soon as I can, hopefully before the end of January. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.